Ever since I have started making videos for Altcoin Buzz, you all have asked for a way to avoid high Ethereum gas fees while still being able to participate in decentralized finance. And today I'm showing you how to do exactly that with the Venus protocol. The Venus protocol is a decentralized financial protocol that allows you to borrow, lend, earn interest on cryptocurrency, mint stablecoins, but it has the advantage of running on the Binance Smart Chain, which means that transaction fees are much lower than Ethereum and transaction times are much quicker. Hey everyone and welcome. I am Robert with Altcoin Buzz, and today I am absolutely ecstatic to share with you the Venus protocol. Now I know that I've covered Uniswap, I've covered Compound, a lot of different decentralized financial protocols, but Venus is definitely something that belongs in its own category altogether because it combines several different features from different financial protocols, so it can kind of be thought of a blend between Maker and the collateralized debt position, also known as the vaults, and Compound, because it allows you to have a variety of features all in one. On top of that, it runs on the Binance Smart Chain, which has support for a wide variety of assets, very low transaction fees, and super fast block time. So before I actually show you how to use the protocol, I just want to illustrate why this is so special by taking a very brief look at the white paper. And within the white paper, they basically say that there's two kind of forms of DeFi protocols. There's lending protocols such as Compound, where you deposit your funds and earn interest. And then there's protocols where you can lock up collateral and mint a stablecoin. But what Venus says, they says, why not both? Why can I not lock up something, earn interest, and also mint a stablecoin? So that's kind of their unique proposition that they're bringing to the market, is a fusion of MakerDAO and their vaults, or if you're used to using the old terminology, their old CDPs, and Compound lending interest. So they're really giving you both of these options at once. They're giving it to you on a network that has low transaction fees and very fast block times. So the first thing that I want to point out is when you go to Venus, you need to understand that you're not operating on the Ethereum network. You're operating on the Binance Smart Chain, which is different than the traditional Binance chain. So you will need a wallet that is compatible with that separate chain. For the purposes of this video, I've already got my MetaMask set up to operate on the Smart Chain. Now this is a bit of a process, so I won't cover it right now. However, if you all do need a tutorial on how to set up MetaMask with the Smart Chain compatibility, I can make that later. Alright, so we're officially here, we're logged into the Venus protocol, and the first thing I want to do is kind of give you a general overview of how everything looks, then we'll start jumping into some specific features. So on the left side, you can see they've got the dashboard, the voting platform, the XVS kind of token area here, they've got their market, and they've got the vault. Now, don't worry, we will check out all of these in just a little bit. However, the first thing that I want to do is show you the most basic entry point, which is simply supplying assets to the protocol. So what you can see is that there's a variety of different markets. We've got USDC, we've got Tether, we've got Binance, BNB, we've got Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, we've got Ethereum, Litecoin. Now, the important thing I want to point out is that these assets are not the native assets. So you can't log into your Electron Cash and send Bitcoin Cash. You can't log into my Ether wallet and send your ETH to this address. These are the wrapped assets of those native assets. So Litecoin is wrapped and becomes the Litecoin on the Smart Chain token. It becomes the wrapped version of Ether that's compatible with Smart Chain, right? So you need to understand that, yes, these assets are, they call them peggies. They're pegged to those assets on the native chain. However, they are not the actual underlying asset, which is actually a benefit in some respects because you get the advantage of working on the Binance Smart Chain with very low transaction fees and super fast confirmation times. I just wanted to get that out of the way so that no one gets confused and tries to send actual Bitcoin Cash or DOT to this address. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to connect our MetaMask, and I've set my MetaMask up to be able to interface with the Binance Smart Chain. And the first thing we want to do is we are simply going to go down to the asset that we want to supply. We are not going to use the max because I want to have a little bit left over to show you all some features, additional features here on the website. And what you can see is that there's various things we can do. Obviously, we have the supply APY of 2.09%. We have the distribution APY. Now, this is the distribution of their token. So let me flip over here really quick. And these Venus coins are going to be distributed depending on borrowers. They're going to be distributed on lender, and what you can see here is 35% of the daily XVS rewards are distributed to borrowers, 35% to suppliers, and the remaining 30% to stablecoin minters. So not only do we get those benefits of actually earning interest on our Smart Chain BNB, we get the additional distribution of the Venus coin, and then this is our available VAI limit. We don't need to worry about that just yet. It's going to increase our borrow limit by $2.60. So whenever we deposit collateral, whenever we start lending, we're also being able to use that as collateral to take out our own loan. We're going to go ahead and click supply here, and our MetaMask is going to pop up. Now, because I'm using this with MetaMask, it's going to, it might say my fees are going to be in ETH, but I am paying with the Binance Smart Chain token. What you can see there is that the transaction goes through, and pretty much instantly we have that 0.07 BNB in our account. So that is pretty cool. Insanely fast confirmation time there. So as it stands right now, we simply have our assets in the protocol. They're earning interest, and they're also going to be earning that XVS distribution. So with that being said, what else can we do with the protocol? Well, one of the other things that we can do is we can flip this over to collateral, and to do that, we will simply need to pay a small gas fee. We can click confirm, and it's going to flip that switch to enable us to use our BNB as collateral. All right, we have enabled this collateral, so let's go ahead and refresh the page here. All right, so we're now enabled as collateral, so this means that we can go to the borrow market. So on the borrow market, what asset do we want to borrow? The cool thing is that you can borrow any asset you want. So let's suppose we deposited Smart Chain BNB as collateral, and we wanted to take out the USDC stablecoin or Tether or Litecoin, whatever the case may be, we can borrow. Simply, in the interest of making things easier to repay, since this is a demo, I'm simply going to take out a loan in BNB, and it tells us the borrow APY. So this is how much we're going to be charged on the loan. This is the distribution APY. Remember, we get the Venus coin not just for supplying assets, but also for taking out loans. So we can almost kind of double dip here in that we can deposit and earn interest and the Venus coin. We can also take out a loan and simultaneously earn the Venus coin as well. So the distribution APY for the Venus coin on this is going to be 10.94. And it tells us our borrow balance and the amount of our borrow limit used. Obviously, I'm just going to be repaying this loan really quick just for demonstration purposes. So it's not a big deal if I use a lot of my borrow limit. However, if you're taking out this loan for a longer period of time, you always want to be aware of what your borrow limit is and make sure that you stay a comfortable margin underneath that. We're going to click borrow, and this is the thing that the Binance Smart Chain is so awesome about, is because these transactions occur fractions of the time that an Ethereum transaction would occur, and the fee is considerably less as well. Normally I would speed up the video, kind of double time through this, but there's really no need when these transactions confirm so fast. So what you'll see now, let's go ahead and refresh our page. What you'll see is that we have both a supply balance and a borrow balance, and we're earning that 7.85% net APY. So that is pretty cool. Now, at some point, obviously, we are going to want to repay that debt that we owe. We're going to want to turn it back in. And all we have to do for that is simply go back to our borrow markets, click on BNB. We're going to want to repay the max amount of our borrow. Click repay borrow. Again, confirm the transaction through MetaMask, and you can see the gas price here is about 10. So we are saving so much right now by operating on the Binance Smart Chain. And in the end of the video, I might go through and show you the actual calculations on how much we're saving. But right now, just know that we are saving an incredible amount by operating on the Binance Smart Chain instead of operating on the Ethereum network. So again, that transaction is going to take just a few seconds. It's going to confirm. And then once it confirms, we will see that that borrow balance is indeed repaid. All right. So again, probably 15 seconds, our borrow balance has been repaid. We've got our BNB back earning that interest. And now we're going to go to mint and repay VAI. So VAI is the stablecoin of the Venus protocol, and we can mint VAI just like we could mint the DAI stablecoin in MakerDAO. However, the cool thing with minting VAI as opposed to minting DAI is that when you mint something on MakerDAO, let's suppose you lock up ETH, that ETH isn't earning you anything. It's simply used to mint the stablecoin. When we lock up something to mint VAI, we are still earning that supply APY and those Venus tokens on our balance that we have locked up. Not only that, but we're also going to be earning VAI on that stablecoin mintage, right? So it's giving us a whole lot more ways to earn than simply MakerDAO or Compound, right? So it's kind of the fusion, like I talked about in the intro, of Compound and MakerDAO. It gives us a lot more ways to earn. If we lock up collateral, it's not just sitting there wasted. So let's go ahead and mint some VAI. And let's go with our safe max. We will click mint VAI, and it's automatically going to calculate how much we can mint based on how much collateral we have. Again, we're going to confirm this. Just a few seconds there, and we see that we have the VAI stablecoin that has been minted. So we've minted VAI. What else can we do with our VAI now? Well, we can actually stake our VAI and earn this 32.77% interest. So let's go ahead and enable VAI. We will confirm, and this is what I want to show you. Look at these transaction fees, about 16 cents here. So that is a super low transaction fee, especially compared to Ethereum, where people are spending $5, $6 for a simple transaction, $15, $20 for a token swap. So we're enabling VAI, and this is the thing that I like so much about Venus. Everything builds, right? So we deposit simple crypto. We begin earning interest on that. We mint VAI, right? We can then stake the VAI. So there's a lot of ways to increase our earnings. So now we're actually going to go ahead and stake. And again, it's kind of similar to Ethereum. The first time you go through, you have to enable it, then you actually go through with the transaction. So what we see is that as soon as this goes through, we're going to have staked VAI. It's going to be earning us APY. All right, so we have our staked VAI. Then if we go back to our dashboard, let me just kind of give you the full picture of where we are right now. So basically with everything taken together at this point, what we can see is that between using our collateral, earning those Venus coin rewards, staking our VAI, we're sitting at about a 39.23% APY for everything included, just off of that $2.28 of BNB collateral that we've put into the protocol and all the different ways that we've been able to kind of build upon that initial investment. All right, so we've got our VAI staked, we've got our BNB earning interest, we've got a lot going on now. I like to show everything in reverse as well. So let's suppose that we want to unstake our VAI. It's very simple to click withdraw and confirm that. Our VAI will be withdrawn out of the staking protocol. That transaction has been approved, so now our VAI is back with us. It's not staked anymore. If we want to repay this VAI, now remember, we got the VAI from minting it with our BNB tokens that we had as collateral. So again, let's suppose we want to repay this balance. We're going to click enable. To repay our VAI, we're simply going to click repay VAI, and we're going to go ahead and confirm that. And then our VAI will be repaid. None of our debts will be on the sheet anymore. We'll simply be earning that interest off our BNB. So we won't have anything staked. We won't have any borrows taken out. We'll simply be earning basic interest. Okay, so we're back on our dashboard. We see that our available credit is $1.44. Our borrow limit is at 0%. If we go to the borrow market, we have nothing borrowed and we have no VAI that we need to repay. So that's kind of back to the initial starting point, just simply earning interest on our crypto. Alrighty, so we've got all that taken care of. There's just a few things that I want to kind of briefly touch on. We have the voting proposal and Venus decentralized governance, which is really cool. The governance comes from the Venus coin. So the more Venus coin you have, obviously the more voting power you have. Even just from right now, the little bit that we've been playing around with, we can still collect that. We do have some Venus coin, remember, from lending, from borrowing, and from minting that VAI. So you can see here there's a variety of proposals. List Cardano on the protocol. I'd say that's going to be pretty interesting, but they have a couple other proposals as well. They have the user distribution of the Venus coin, and it kind of says how much is getting distributed per day. The balance, the breakdown here between suppliers and borrowers. If we go back to the vault, we've already checked that out with the VAI staking. And then lastly, when we go to the market overview, we kind of have the supply APY, we have the total borrowing, we have the borrow APY, we have liquidity. So this is kind of more metrics for people that want to understand what's going on with the protocol. Now, one thing that I always want to point out, and again, I want to be 100% clear that this is never financial advice, but people generally want to know, how much can I earn using this protocol or that protocol? So when it comes to Venus, I want to go back to the dashboard, because right now, simply depositing BNB, it's saying that we have 6.29% net APY. Now, that's including our Venus coin rewards that we're getting. So simply from depositing the BNB, we would be getting about 2.06. But because of those Venus coin rewards, we're at 6.29. Now, obviously, if we're depositing different assets, things could be different. So USDC, Binance USD, Tether always kind of have a high interest rate. Stablecoins, this is something that I've said no matter really what protocol or what chain it's on, it always seems that stablecoins have the highest interest rate. So if you're looking to maximize that APY, stablecoins can generally be a good way of going about that. However, what I want to show you is that not only can we earn this APY from from lending, but also when we're borrowing. Remember when I had taken out that balance, when I had taken out that loan, my interest rate was like 32%. So I was actually earning more even when I was borrowing, simply because of those Venus coin rewards. So in general, like me, I like to kind of play it safe. So I'm going to simply go in here. I'm probably just going to lend some stuff. But if you're willing to go in there, take out a loan, mint VAI, stake the VAI, you can really compound and you can really add up those total returns. So I just wanted to make a very quick tutorial of how to use the MetaMask wallet with the Binance Smart Chain, and I wanted to put it at the end of the video so that it didn't disturb the flow of the video. So one of the first things that I want to make it clear is that when you are operating on the Smart Chain, I am going to be using MetaMask. However, you need to understand that this is not the Ethereum network. So MetaMask can work with the Binance Smart Chain. However, you will have to do a little bit of modification to get that to happen. So I'm going to try to show you how to do that. The first thing you'll obviously want to do, simply open up your MetaMask, and you want to click on this colorful icon here and go to settings. And then you want to scroll down to where it says network, and you're going to want to click add network. Now, I've already added the Smart Chain, so I'm going to go through step by step, but you would simply click add network, and it's going to build this form for you to fill out, and it's going to ask for the network name. You can put whatever you want. The name doesn't actually matter that much. It's just for you to keep it memorized. So Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain, whatever you want to do. Just for the purpose of this video, I'll put Binance Smart Chain. The new RPC URL, and again, I'm pulling this right off the Academy Binance website, so just copy and paste that. The chain ID is going to be 56. Your symbol is going to be BNB, and then your block explorer is going to be bscscan.com. So with all that said, you can go ahead and save it, and then when we want to access the Venus protocol or any other Binance Smart Chain protocol for that matter, all we have to do is click on our MetaMask, click the drop down menu, and then connect to that Smart Chain. Now we can also connect to a Smart Chain test network if we want. If you're a developer, that might be more for you, but just for purposes of this video, all we're going to need is this standard Smart Chain address. Whenever we want to go back to using an Ethereum site, again, simply click the drop-down menu, click Ethereum mainnet, and then we are right back on Ethereum. And obviously you can see here, it says Venus is only supported on Binance Smart Chain. So it helps you out. It knows if you are connected to the right network. So in summary, that is a very general, very brief overview of the Venus protocol. In this video, we've kind of went through the steps of how to supply assets, how to borrow, how to mint and repay VAI, how to stake VAI. And the best thing is that all of this, again, is on the Binance Smart Chain, very low transaction fees, and very fast confirmation time. So there's a lot to like about it. Definitely worth trying out. Now, if you're a US user, you might have a little bit of trouble going from Binance to the Binance Smart Chain. However, there is a workaround that you can use with the Trust Wallet. Other than that, I hope you all found the video useful. I know you all have wanted us to cover something as a way of getting away from those high Ethereum gas fees, and we've got a lot of comments specifically for the Binance Smart Chain. So I hope this helped. I hope this is kind of what you all were looking for. If there's other products you want us to check out, whether it's on the Binance chain or the Ethereum chain, be sure to let us know down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.